Welcome to Adrian J Online. Today I'm going to do an unboxing. Stay tuned, keep it locked, don't move your dial. So ladies and gentlemen, mums and dads, boys and girls, this is the RYOBI 20-inch cordless snowblower. It has the 40 volt lithium batteries. They do two types, the 40 volts and the 80 volts. It gets more expensive, right, if you're 80 volts as opposed to the 40 volts. This also comes included with a 5 amp battery and a charger. Now the batteries themselves are quite expensive. The 40 volt, I mean across the board, 40 volt batteries are, you're looking at about 130, 140 bucks, and the 5 amps you're looking at 200 bucks. This apparently, if I've looked at the reviews, will handle maybe about 30 minutes of snow. I don't know, you know, there's light powdery snow which I've seen people do, and this is Canada and I'm not expecting a whole load of stuff, but as long as it can do something to get rid of the snow, I think I'll be happy with it. It has a brushless motor, it has onboard LED lights, it has a telescoping handle which is good, so it suits all colour lengths, and a hassle-free push start button. So here we go. This is the thing which cuts the snow. That kind of rotates. It throws the snow up into here, comes out the chute. The difference with these as opposed to a snow shovel, with a snow shovel you can only get rid of snow in a straight direction. You may want to get the snow going off to left or right. This one looks a bit battered, but the box is sealed. It looks like it's a brand new item. I'll cut this open and then I'll show you inside the box. Woohoo! Right, so it is brand new. We have all the bits and pieces in here. These are kind of moved around because obviously I moved the box around, but this looks like it hasn't been moved. So first off, we've got the, actually let me put you up here. So we've got the instructions and a set of bolties. We have the charger, which has got the cable on there. One thing I have to say, this is very well boxed. RYOBI is a good sounding name. I haven't bought any RYOBI stuff, but Home Depot make. I don't think they do exclusively for Home Depot. I could be wrong, but they are Home Depot make. Don't know what is in here. I think this is the battery. It's quite heavy. I think this is the battery. It is very well packed. I do like that. I like things which are properly packed, because you then know that things aren't going to get mashed up and damaged, right? Mashed up is a UK term. Yes, this is the battery. So there we go, that's the battery. And they've got instructions on here. Keep the boxes, just in case you have to return anything. Part of the handle. I found turning the box upside down rather than trying to lift things out is a bit easier. There we go, it's on the floor. So it's out of the box. I just want to show you inside the box. So it had these little corner things, so it's very well packed in exactly how it's packed. You can tell a lot from the manufacturer how they pack things, and you can see they've got all these little doofers around here protecting everything on those side bits. It's very, very well packed. So this is my first product from RYOBI, and I'm going to give you big Adrian J thumbs up for the packing. Excellent job. Right, let's carry on. Here we go. I've got it up on here. As you can see, there we go. A good idea for me to put it on here on the thingy bob. So this is the impeller. That is where it churns up the snow. The snow then goes up into this hole and out the chute. That's why they have we'll call it a single stage. A two-stage will also have a motor in here to throw it out. Okay, you've got your wheels, and there was a YouTuber I saw who said to make these last longer, take the nut out and put a lithium grease on there to stop them from seizing, especially in the cold. If you've got a big area, you may want to store your second battery in there, and then have your active battery in there. I personally wouldn't store anything in here. It's probably too cold. I would probably charge both batteries and keep them inside and just necessarily stop and go in and get the next battery. But it's a good feature. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these off and show you what it looks like. But it's all, look at these. See how they put all these things to protect everything? That shows care and attention to detail, right? See how these are on there? I think this is an important part of the unboxing for you to see this. Okay, see how this is there to protect? I like that. Very good. Top job, RYOBI. So, I want to finally show you I've unpacked everything. I haven't checked everything yet. So, I've cut all the little bits and pieces off. Something fell, but I found it again. It was like a little circlip. If I go in a bit closer, you can see the things that I've unpacked. So that's like the snow chute. That's the battery. That's the handle for the auger to move the snow chute. Again, that's for the snow chute. Looks like there's a couple of bolts, an Allen key. It's good actually. They've actually supplied an Allen key, so that's really good. You've got some nuts and bolts there, and you've got the charger. Comes with the RYOBI operator manual, the operator manual for the battery. But hey, was that a charger? It might be for the charge, I'm not sure. But yeah, you still need a thing, and that came with the battery. So I would say, and what I would also say is, this is the box for the battery. This is the box for the battery, and what I would say is keep the box, because when you finish, store the battery in the box. Now what I would say is batteries don't like an excess of temperature, either very, very cold or very, very hot. Probably hot even more, because they tend to dry out. The cells tend to dry out. So when you finish with this, don't leave it in the garage, especially if you're in a hot country or if you get summer. I would store this in the box and then keep it inside somewhere. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a good read at these manuals, how to put them together, prerequisites, and this is what I'm suspecting. The battery has to go on charge for a certain amount of time, so I can't do anything at the moment. Put everything together, put the battery on now. Because there's no snow outside, I can't show you it working. Well, I can, but I can show you it starting up and going, but not doing anything. So let me come back to you in a minute. Well, actually I'll be away for a while, but as far as you're concerned, it'll be a blink of an eye. I'm going to check the manual, and then we're going to put this baby together. Okay, don't go away. Charged overnight. I don't know how long it took. I don't know how long it took, because obviously I was asleep, but when I woke up it had switched itself off. Now there is a good thing on here, that when you press this button here, it will tell you how much charge. Woohoo, fully charged. So the battery took okay. I heard somewhere along the lines that it takes 3 or 4 hours. I don't know, but that could be right. So the battery's charged, fully charged, and I'm going to, even though I'm in the garage, I'm going to take this back in. Now, I started assembling. Here's your little diagram here, okay? So I've taken all the bolts out. This is what that side looked like here, okay? And this is what you end up having to do. Basically, put a bolt with a spacer. You've got a washer and a bolt. This is a self-locking nut. So what I'm doing is I've finger tightened it, because you really want it to be kind of loose until you've got everything right, and then you tighten it up. If you can see there, can you see that bolt there? It's a self-locker. So I'm going to do the other side and then carry on. So I made a little bit of a mistake, but good mistake. I didn't screw up. So I made an assumption on these two holes. I just assumed they were to do with the height of the thing, but these bolts will only go, I think, into there, into that side, which is fine, because what happens is this hole, this bolt thingy, goes into there. Can you see? Goes into there. So this basically essentially folds up like this, for, let me rotate this around. This kind of folds up for winter. And I may be able to just put it in the box for storage. So that's quite a good idea. Or I'll hang it up on the wall. But this is a slight amendment. So with this bolt arrangement, you can tighten this up. Now I wouldn't tighten this up too tight, because the tighter this is, if you see this here, this lifts up. Okay, and I'll do a far back one so you can see. So what you need to do is Allen key in here. Okay, put the Allen key in here, and then hold that there, and then basically tighten that bolt up. And I torqued it up so it wasn't too tight. Do it on both sides. You're thinking, okay, so how am I going to get this in here? We've got to move this and blah, blah, blah. They've thought of it. RYOBI have thought about it. This is what you do. See this bit here? See, it's got a notch. You open it, turn it. That goes in. Same thing here. Turn it. They've thought of everything, haven't they? Then you lift the handle up. And when it's in the right hole, you just basically turn it and ensure that it locks. I'm doing this one-handed. Can you see? Ensure it locks. You see here? You turn it. You can see here, it goes in. Just align it, make sure it goes in. Can you see? That goes in there. Now, to release it, you basically pull it out and turn it. See? Pull it all the way out, turn it, and see that's released. To close it, turn it, and it goes. I don't know. This is, there you go. And that's tight in there. Well, it looks like it's not moving. Put it like this. I'm going to hold this. And it's not moving. There's only a small little bit which goes in there. Can you see it? Only a small, but maybe only a small bit. It only needs a small bit. So, and then release this back into here, and we're good. So coming along, this thing here, you pull open. And if you can see here, there's a kind of hole. Sorry, a bolt. It's not a bolt, but I'm trying to think of a word. I can't think of a word. And it goes in there, kind of locks it up. A pin. So it's a pin. Then this one opens up this here. Right. And then we open it, lift it up to adjust it. So it should just be able to. There we go. See? Put it down and up. So I'm going to adjust it to the highest. And then put that in there. And put that in there. So it's at the highest it needs to be. I like this. This is I was worried about storage of this, but it looks like I can just fold it up, put it in the box maybe, and bang the box somewhere. So yeah, but actually I want to hook it up somewhere. That's what I do. So yeah, so this is good. Nice. And make sure this is the right way around. I had it the other way around. So this was on the bottom and this was on the top. And the reason that doesn't work is you've got to now put the rod in here. The rod goes in here and into the snow chute. So I'm going to do that now. And once that's all the way in, it's kind of got a key lock there. Put this doofer into this hole. It's keyed again. Then you put this circlip in there to stop it coming out, because you pull this clip out when you're going to store it, right? And then when you turn this, see, it turns. It's a bit tight. I'm wondering whether I need to get some lithium grease on there, or maybe because I've got it high up and I'm using one hand. But yeah, looks like it's all put together now. A couple of more goof ups. So the handle has got to be facing up. It's not really that clear in the instructions, but it needs to be clear facing up. This also fell. Actually, funnily enough, this fell. And this this bust, well, it came off, but I managed to put everything back in again. So I'm going to show you. So I've extended the arm. The reason you have this up here as opposed to down here, because it's easy to control. So you turn it there, turn it there. I'm using one hand, but it's a bit tight. So I would probably put some lithium grease, but I'm going to see how it works out. And then this is where you adjust the angle all the way up there, all the way down there. Don't do these two screws too tight, otherwise it's difficult to keep them finally. Now we've got our charge battery, and we've got two ports here. One is for onboard storage, as we said, which I probably would say and not to keep a battery in there. And this is the port. So that's your handy. Keep that in there. I'm doing this one-handed, and we put this in here. It locks in place. Press that button there just to check that you see there, it's on. Close it, and we're good to go. Next, we're going to fire her up. Well, it works. So, to get it going, it's got what's known as a dead man's handle. Or on the trains they call it dead man's handle. Basically, you pull this back, this lever, then you press the start. Now, with the start, it won't go. So the idea being is when you're running, and if you, for example, keel over or have an accident, it's not going to keep going. So we hold it. I'm doing one hand here. Press the button. There we go. And it's quite quiet actually. If I let go, you'll see it goes off. 20-inch cordless snowblower. And you know, I was thinking, should I... Well, I can't do anything actually because it's like about 9 degrees outside and there's no snow. So I was thinking of waiting for the snow to come, but I thought, nah, I wouldn't upload it so you guys can go out and get one. I would definitely say go out and get one. It looks so far like a good piece of kit. The online reviews are pretty good. And what I'll do is I'll probably do a link in the video to when we get some snow. So there you go. This is yours truly, the Big J saying peace out. I'm out of here like a thief in the night. God bless you. Signing out, and thanks for staying tuned. Like and subscribe and mash that like button. Thank you.